Well, Merry Christmas, everyone. And there's no better way to usher in the Christmas season than Arkansas's largest Christmas parade, the Russellville Christmas Parade. It's a brisk evening. The feeling of Christmas is in the air. There's no doubt that old St. Nick is right around the corner. And, hey, we're looking forward to seeing Santa Claus make his first official trip to the Arkansas River Valley for the Russellville Christmas Parade this evening. You can see everybody is bundled up. They have their lawn chairs, they've got their cameras, and there in the distance you see the Russellville police escort getting ready to bring into view our first units of the 2011 Russellville Christmas Parade. And I'll guarantee you, if you're a youngster or a youngster of all ages, your eyes are getting big. You're getting that little great feeling in the pit of your stomach. The butterflies are there because this is the way that the Christmas season starts right here in the Arkansas River Valley with the Russellville Annual Christmas Parade. We're happy that you're with us. Hope you'll enjoy all of the floats, the bands, the marching units. They're all going to be right before your very eyes right here. The Russellville Christmas Parade 2011. And as we said, there's the Russellville Police Department ushering in the start of the parade for 2011 in downtown Russellville. And here is the Color Guard coming forward as they present the flag to begin our parade. And our very first unit is going to be the Citizen of the Year, and I can't think of a better one. There he is, Dr. Jim Carter, longtime physician in the Arkansas River Valley, now retired but still doing physician work. And right behind him, even the majorettes are dressed up for Christmas. It's the Russellville High School Marching Band. The pride of Russellville High School, dressed out in red and black. The Cyclone Marching Band, the very first band for this year's Russellville High School Christmas Parade. Here's the flag line, of course, all dressed up with their Santa hats on. We said it's a brisk evening here this evening. I mean, definitely Christmas is in the air, a wintry zip to the air this evening, and that kind of is a good thing, though, for the Christmas parade because, hey, you got to feel that little Christmas to feel like it's time to get the tree, put up the outside lighting, get all the ornaments out, wrap up all the presents, make sure they get under the tree, and get ready for Santa. Well, here's our third place commercial float for the evening. And we were talking about Dr. Carter a minute ago from the medical community. This is also from the medical community, the Russellville Family Clinic, with a beautiful float here, the third place commercial float. Let's take a look at this beautiful large float from Russellville Family Clinic. We've got lots of Santa's workshop people getting ready with all those toys. I mean, they've got to be built, they've got to be put together. And there is Santa's workshop and lots of the nurses and doctors and staff from the North Pole edition of the Russellville Family Clinic there on the float. Well, our next unit for this year's parade, this is Lindsay Ahrens, who is Miss Ozark Highlands 2011. Lindsay Ahrens in that Mustang. It's dressed up like a beautiful Christmas present. And there is Lindsay Ahrens again, Miss Ozark Highlands 2011. Here's a close-up of her as she waves to the crowd. Next, we have the State Fair Queen is with us this evening. That's Kristen Hayes. Kristen Hayes, who is our State Fair Queen. And there she is, a close-up as she waves to the crowd this evening. And our next unit is from Arvest Bank in Russellville. A beautiful, shiny red pickup with this float from Arvest Bank of Russellville. Boy, it looks like the old... Let me see if I can hold out my hands a little bit, get a little bit of warmth of that fire. The Christmas tree is there, and that's the chimney. Old St. Nick will be coming down before too much longer. Put the rocking chair right there in front and get out the cookies and milk. These are the Pee Wee cheerleaders next for us, and they're doing their routines tonight, all bundled up. Oh, you may have some future Cyclone and Arkansas Tech cheerleaders in that bunch right there. Glad to have those Pee Wee cheerleaders with us tonight. Next we have for you the old school bus coming up here, and this is the Boys and Girls Club of the Arkansas River Valley. What a great job they do. A place for these youngsters to go after school on the weekends. They can study there. They can get lots of games and activities, computers over there. The Boys and Girls Club of the Arkansas River Valley. Next in our 2011 Christmas parade, we have Hannah Cobb, who is Miss Teen Russellville International. And there she is, waving to the crowd this evening. And next we have for you the Santa's Choice Award. Now this is from Boast Adult Development Center. The Santa's Choice Award float winner, and a beautiful float it is. Beautifully white, almost as if snow were falling right here on the Christmas parade. And a big sleigh right there at the back of the particular float. And even some old-time top hats with that particular float. And a little bit of the emergency siren being heard. And right behind them is a group from All That Dance of Russellville. Dance instruction, and these gals doing a good job. Look at them doing those. Well, I'm not a dancer. I don't know if that's a pirouette or a what's-a-ma-doodle, but whatever it is great that these gals, see, they're showing off their dance routines this evening. And next, well, what could you have? You can't have a parade without fire trucks. And this is the Pottsville Fire and Rescue. The Pottsville Fire Department with lots of kids on top and on the fire truck from Pottsville Fire and Rescue. Well, looky here. Here's the third place nonprofit float, and they've come all the way from Hector in northern Pope County. It's from the Hector Assembly of God Church. The Hector Assembly of God Church with the third place nonprofit float winner. It says, "Walk through Bethlehem." And our thoughts turn to the true meaning of Christmas this time of year, and the star that, of course, led the wise men to that stable in Bethlehem. And here it is. There you can see the star, the angels, beautifully portrayed by the Hector Assembly of God Church. And think of the hours and the work that the different groups of the church had to put together. And, they gave up a lot of evenings. Look at, they had to make those costumes. Looks like a Roman soldier there as a part of this float this evening. And lots of evergreen. There's another Roman soldier. So, a lot of time went into making all of the costumes and putting together the float for the Hector Assembly of God Church. Oh, I hear Christmas carol music. It's the Russellville Junior High School Band. The majorettes all decked out for Christmas. Even the drum majors have their Santa hats on this evening. And these kids that are a member of the band, they're excited to be a part of the Russellville Christmas Parade too. Hope you're enjoying all the units. It's just started. We've got the largest parade in the state of Arkansas, the Russellville Christmas Parade 2011, brought to you by IMC Studios and many great sponsors. And there, coming into view, Next, we have the Pope County Office of Emergency Management Search and Rescue Unit. A good buddy Justin Drittler and all that crew. They've got those four-wheelers on there when they have missing persons. They can go out into those woods of northern Pope County and look for those missing persons or whatever needs to be done. As a matter of fact, here is even one of their boats that they use on Lake Dardanelle, or if they need to use them on some of the, like the Illinois Bayou, etc. And there are some of our OEM personnel.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
You can hear them saying Merry Christmas to everyone. Of course, a Merry Christmas is in store. The Pope County Library represented next. A marching, walking unit of those who attend and those who work at the Pope County Library. What a great place. You can hear in the background again all the Merry Christmases being given. This parade really gets you into the Christmas spirit. And here is the bookmobile. What a great service the bookmobile does by going all over the county, taking books to children and adults throughout the Pope County area. You're watching the Russellville Christmas Parade 2011 on IMC Studios. What a great job being done by our camera crews this evening, and you can see the big crowd that has been assembled this evening for this year's parade. Next, we have Liberty Tax Service. Oh, it'll be tax time before too long, but good news, we'll get Christmas underway and behind us before it really gets into the heat of tax season. But Liberty Tax wants you to remember them when tax season rolls around, I'm sure. Well, we have another fire department coming into view from Pope County. This is the Moreland Fire Department. The great guys up at the Moreland Fire Department. Now, I always like to go to the Moreland Fire Department because they always have goodies, cookies and Cokes and stuff when they have their meetings. So I enjoy going to see the guys at the Moreland Fire Department. The next unit coming into view will be the ATU Math Club. Yes, indeed, the Math Club of Arkansas Tech University. So not only the many different units and organizations here in Russellville, but you see Moreland and Pottsville already participating in the parade this year, and everyone at Arkansas Tech University is helping out and contributing and being a part of this year's 2011 Christmas Parade. Following the U.S. Forest Service there, we next have the Dover High School Marching Band, another unit from northern Pope County. And let's listen in to the Dover High School Marching Band. The Midnight Brigade from Dover High School. Well, here's a group that's always a big participant in the Russellville Christmas Parade. That's Tina's Gymnastics and Cheerleading. Every year they have a wonderful float. Lots of those youngsters who are into gymnastics and cheerleading. And here's some more of their units doing their cheerleading routines as they march up West Main Street in Russellville. Look at the tumbling going on here. All those a part of Tina's Gymnastics and Cheerleading. Oh, look here. Woo! We got a big bunch of tumbling and twirling and step over. They do a great job. All that at Tina's Gymnastics and Cheerleading. And a Merry Christmas to all of them, and a Merry Christmas to all of you. I hope you're getting a sense of what a Russellville Christmas is all about. The memories of Christmas past, the memories being made with Christmas present, and all of the many Christmases yet to come in the future. It's Christmas time in Russellville and the Arkansas River Valley. You can see this is really an Arkansas River Valley Christmas parade with all the units from all the different areas of Pope County. We've already seen from Pottsville, from Dover, from Moreland, all participating in this year's parade. More of the units walking by from Tina's Gymnastics. They've got a bunch of youngsters from, looks like from 2 to 22, all participating this year. Our next unit will be the Community Christian School, as they are a many-time participant in the Christmas Parade of Russellville. And once again, they're involving a tremendous float once again this year from the Community Christian School of Russellville. And all of the work that's been done on these floats, and then all the youngsters and members who have a chance to be on the float. Well, in this case, Tina's Gymnastics and Cheerleading still coming up, as we're going to have the next float involved is the Community Christian School. There it is. We caught just a little bit of Tina's Gymnastics there as they finished up. But look here, they've got of course, the nativity scene. They've got a big Christmas tree, and look at all the people from the Community Christian School who are marching with the unit. And next, well, you got to have the sheriff around every once in a while, and so Pope County Sheriff Aaron Duval has a unit with the sirens blaring. And next we have for you the Russellville Lions Club. The Lions Club of Russellville, very active group here in the Russellville area. And of course, remember all their site-saving projects for the Lions Club of the Russellville Lions Club. Next unit for the 2011 Christmas Parade is the River Valley Battered Women's Shelter. The parade speeding up a little bit at the present time, as we next have another of our beauty queens. This is Jalexa Hayes. And isn't she a cutie? Well, here is a group which is really new to Russellville, and the cow there, of course, Eat More Chicken, Russellville's Chick-fil-A restaurant. And we're glad to have Chick-fil-A as a part of the River Valley business community. Here's your grand prize winner this year, folks. Looky here. Noah's Ark Learning Center is the grand prize winner in the 2011 Russellville Christmas Parade. Doggone, they built a house. I mean to tell you, a beautiful, beautiful home setting. Beautifully done. The snow appears to be everywhere, but everybody inside seems to be nice and warm. Again, another of our area units. This is the fire department, the Rural Fire Department from London. London Rural Fire Department, with all of the members and their kids on top as the fire truck comes rolling by. And speaking of rolling by, you know, Mean Gene's got to be soon in the Christmas parade, and that means the people from Best Ride. There you go, as the people from Best Ride Auto Dealership are apart with all of the lights on the vehicle. And of course, we're happy to have Best Ride as one of our sponsors for this year's parade. Now, next is the Air Evac Life Team. They've actually got a helicopter there in the parade. And remember, the Air Evac Life Team, which provides for your family in case there's ever a need that you need the services of a helicopter to get you immediately to a trauma center. That's the service they offer, and you can buy it like insurance, I think, over a period of time, and they will come and make sure that you're absolutely positively picked up if you need to be taken to a trauma center like Little Rock or to Fort Smith, etc. Well, the first place non-profit award winner is coming up next. A beautiful float, indeed it is. It's St. John's Catholic School Parent Teacher Organization, the PTO, supporting the kids, supporting the schools, and some of them even pushing some that may be future students at St. John's Catholic School. But look at this beautiful, beautiful float. The first place nonprofit award winner from St. John's Catholic. And lots of Christmas music as the float passes by. You hear the kids singing. Look at this beautiful close-up. Yes, it's midnight. It's time for old St. Nick to make his way. Joy to the world, indeed it is. Again, that was the first place nonprofit award winner in the float competition. Well, next coming into view, we have the people from Suddenlink Communications. Oh, and let me see, there's Suddenlink personnel. Now, they're going to be real favorites because they are tossing candy to all the kids. And guess what? They're one of our great sponsors of this year's broadcast and telecast of the 2011 Christmas Parade. The great people from Suddenlink. Boy, now there is a bright red car. This is the Valley Antique Automobile Club, and they have 9 different antique vehicles in this year's parade. Look at that Chevrolet yellow pick-em-up truck. There's a Volkswagen. And these people, they really take a lot of pride in, renovating, driving, enjoying those classic cars. And one of the really fun times they have is for parades like this one this evening, the 2011 Christmas Parade. Of course, for me, some of these antique cars are ones that I drove when I was, a little younger. Let's not get into that. But they're antiques too. Does that make me an antique? Maybe so. I don't know. There's a number 35 on that jalopy. And another, boy, they have really, really shined up that pickup truck with the baby blue. And these youngsters and those who are driving, there's a lot of presents in the back of that pickup. Here's a red jalopy. Again, a member of the Valley Antique Automobile Club. Boy, now isn't that fancy? Oh, that engine is just purring right on down the street. Well, now, it wouldn't be right to have an antique car club exhibit without an old T-Bird. And here is one of, you talk about a beauty. That is a beauty. What a great, we really appreciate the Valley Antique Automobile Club being such a big part of this year's 2011 Christmas Parade. Now, not exactly in Pope County, but let me tell you, we're happy to have them with us. It's the Crossit Fire Department. Yes, all the way from Crossit, Arkansas, in South Arkansas. The Crossit Fire Department with the unit in this year's parade. We're happy to have them. Crossit, Arkansas, down almost to the Louisiana border. Well, next, Semper Fi. Yes, that's right. It's the Marine Corps. The Marine Corps League with their Toys for Tots campaign. Now, don't forget, these guys here at Christmas time, they collect toys for those who might not otherwise have a Christmas this year. So, hey, make sure you get to those Toys for Tots collection centers and drop off some toys, will you? It's the Marine Corps Toys for Tots campaign. Cogswell Towing coming up into view after the Toys for Tots float goes by also, with lots of kids on the float. And boy, you talk about towing. Cogswell Towing. I mean to tell you, I believe they could probably tow Santa's sleigh if they wanted to. What a great job. Boy, that's a mammoth tow truck. But Cogswell Motor Company, of course, in business here since the 1940s here in the Arkansas River Valley. One of the really great long-time businesses here in the Arkansas River Valley. Cogswell Towing. Well, it's time for another band, and, well, I'm a little partial maybe because my son is band director at this particular group, Chris Kammerling, but boy, here it is, the Apaches, here they are. It's the Pottsville High School Band, the Apache Marching Band. Playing, of course, Noel, and there's the flag line. Beautiful red and green flags this evening. Happy to have the Pottsville High School Band. Well, you know, the Russellville Christmas Parade 2011 is always a great event. And here are the sponsors for this year. Advanced Collision Solutions. We have Andrea and Phil Lee, Best Ride. We have Century Link coming up as one of our sponsors. Caldwell Banker is one of our great sponsors, also the Christmas Parade. Feltner's Athletes Corner, yes, for all your athletic needs. Humphrey Funeral Service, Jim Humphrey and all his staff. Italian Gardens, what delicious Italian food at Italian Gardens. Liberty Bank of Arkansas with all their locations. And, of course, the great people at Suddenlink. Again, thanks to all these sponsors for making it possible for this telecast of the 2011 Russellville Christmas Parade. If you stop by their business, tell them thanks, will you? Here's the second place commercial winner in the float divisions, Hog Wild Family Fun Center. Boy, they've got a lot of fun out at that place. They got miniature golf and all that, and all the games and all the... Well, you just go out there and see. They're over on Sydney, and what a mammoth float here. Look at all the sleigh. And that looks like a... that's a hog. That's an Arkansas Razorback in that sleigh. Well, you can imagine since it's Hog Wild Family Fun Center, right? Our next unit is Hannah Hale. And there is Hannah, seated in the lap. As we come to the Parker Hill Holiness Church. Their float this evening. Boy, it's great how all of these churches and units become a part. We all come together for the annual Christmas parade in this wonderful time of family togetherness. Lots of individual units rolling by. And as you see on the flag, next we have the first place commercial float winner. And again, this is a group that year in and year out brings us great floats for the 2011 Christmas Parade, and that is the great people of Honda of Russellville. Now let me tell you, every year they bring us something special, and again this year, something special meant a first place commercial winner for the great people of Honda of Russellville. Let's take a close look as they go by. The great camera work being done by our camera crew this evening. Wow, there's a Honda up there, and well, actually the Honda's pulling the sleigh. It's Santa's loading zone. Yeah, well, looks like the Honda shop is the good place to be a loading zone for Santa this year, I guarantee you. Next, we have the great people of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints with another wonderful float. We really appreciate their participation as we do all the different floats that are a part of Arkansas's largest Christmas parade, the Russellville Christmas Parade. And this is the 2011 edition. And hope you enjoy watching it right here, brought to you by IMC Studios. It's a brisk night. The feeling of Christmas is in the air. But how about Pizza, pizza. Yes, he's here. Yes, it's the Little Caesars guy. It's time for Little Caesars Pizza. Now, I've heard of Santa wanting to have some cookies, but maybe he wants some Little Caesars pizza too. Next, we have the Cub Scout Pack 182. Longtime participants in the Russellville Christmas Parade, and the Cub Pack 182, of course, marching by as we next see the Pope County EMS units will be with us in just a moment. But more youngsters riding on that big National Guard unit there. And another float unit coming by as we get ready for... Look at all those kids. They are having a time, aren't they? Next, we have the great people from Pope County EMS. Marshall and all that group over there at EMS do a great job. I don't think that I would have to back up a bit to say that the Pope County Emergency medical staff, the EMS group, the Pope County Ambulance Service, as it once was known, is not, if not the best, is among the best in the state of Arkansas. Here's one of their big rescue units coming by from Pope County EMS. We hope you never have to call on them, but if you do, you're going to get the very best of care and the very finest and latest in equipment to help you on your way. The Pope County EMS. Well, coming into view for the 2011 Russellville Christmas Parade, we have the great people from Wayne's Wrecker Service. Yes, with a beautiful float coming into view. And you can see on the sidelines, if you watch the people, how they point and they wave to the people that are participating on the floats. But all the youngsters really enjoying all the sights, the sounds, the lights, all the excitement of Christmas 2011. And here Wayne's Wrecker Service is adding to that here this evening. Look at that beautiful Christmas tree. Well, you know, the wonderful people at Advanced Collision Solutions are one of our great sponsors, along with Representatives Andrea and Philip Lee, wishing you and yours a Merry Christmas. The great people at Best Ride, where you buy here and pay here. That's Best Ride. CenturyLink, another one of our great Christmas parade sponsors. Caldwell Banker, wonderful sponsors of the Christmas parade. Feltner's Athletes Corner on West Main in Russellville. Great place to shop for Christmas, you know. Jim Humphrey and all the people at Humphrey Funeral Service Incorporated. Italian Gardens Cafe, a great place to eat. Great Italian food. And Liberty Bank of Arkansas. Real banking at Liberty Bank, and the great people of Suddenlink. Life connected at Suddenlink. Our sponsors for this year's 2011 Russellville Christmas Parade. And again, I would urge you, if you take just a minute and either call these people, or if you stop by their place of business throughout the Christmas season, say, hey, you know what? I was able to watch that Christmas parade on TV, and, you know, I saw you were one of the sponsors, and we really appreciate you helping us have a Merry, Merry Christmas by being able to see the Russellville Christmas Parade on TV. Well, here they are, the Atkins High School Red Devil Band from Atkins, Arkansas, dressed in red and white. The Atkins High School Marching Band. Let's listen. Next, we have a bunch of vehicles, and there's no telling what kind of vehicles we're going to have in the Russellville Christmas Parade and what they may do. I've seen them with flames shooting out, with the cars going up and down and jumping from front to back to rear to back. I mean, and they're all, look here, oh, there's one in the front. He is going front to back, hopping up and down with the hydraulics. And lots of them have great Christmas lights on this evening. It's almost like rolling Christmas trees. Lots of vehicles a part of this year's Russellville Christmas Parade. There's a nice old Ford pickup. Someone has really fixed up nice. Is that red? I think it might be red. Now this one has almost, I guess those are kind of like rope lights almost on that particular truck. Some more of these great vehicles. And you can see even the drivers are getting to enjoy the parade, honking their horns. This one has an American flag on the front. Oh, he let the air out of the back of that one. Oh, and now the front's gone. Those hydraulics are a lot of fun, not only for the drivers and the owners, but for everyone watching the parade too. Our next unit will be from the great people of Cargill, as they come into view with the next float. And boy, we've had some beautiful floats this evening. I'll tell you what, 2011 can't be beat for all the great units in this year's parade. Again, the great people from Cargill. Let's zero in and take a close look. Look at, they're wearing the hog snouts from Cargill Pork. The other white meat, isn't it? I think so. Look at this. Did we get a semi lost in here? No, this is Hogan Dedicated Services. Yes, indeed, they're putting one of their big semi trucks in the long parade this evening. And it's going to be followed up by Hodges Wrecker Service with their Stuff the Bus. They're going to have 3 trucks here with their Stuff the Bus program toy collection drive, headed up from Hodges Wrecker Service. Again, so that no child will go without a Christmas this year in the Arkansas River Valley. And look at this big wrecker unit. Oh, there's a lot of horsepower in that, I'll guarantee you. Another one of those units you hope you never need, but if you do, they will be there to do just like this one. Get your car up there on the back of that wrecker service unit and get it off to the repair shop and get you back on the road. Next we have the Sisters Girl Scout Service Unit. As they come into view, and they are reading, as you can hear in the background, the Christmas story. Look at those kids, they're all waving. I don't know who enjoys it more, the kids who are in the trucks waving to the kids that are on the sides of the street watching the parade, or the kids that are on the side of the street watching all the units go by. They all have fun. Look at the smiles. Ah, this is what makes Christmas really special. Our next unit coming into view is the Hilltop Christmas Tree Farm. Now, hey, you can't have Christmas without a Christmas tree, and you got to grow those Christmas trees somewhere, so that's what they're there for, the Hilltop Christmas Tree Farm. A beautiful Christmas tree on that float. Oh, and they're actually, they're playing all kinds of drums. The Russellville Christmas Parade 2011. Hope you're enjoying it and it's getting you into the Christmas spirit. It's not many days away when Santa will make his trip to the Arkansas River Valley and Christmas will be here once again. Here's the Atkins Fire Department. Come all the way from eastern Polk County to be with us and be a part of the 2011 Russellville Christmas Parade. And next we have the Jim Twisters. See them as they're marching up West Main Street. And I think we're going to see, yes, we'll see some tumbling going on, some step-overs. And oh, my goodness, how do they bend like that? I don't understand that. I do that, I'd be in the hospital for a week. But they're limber, and that's, of course, what they do, the Gym Twisters. Are you getting into the Christmas spirit? We hope so. That's why we're bringing you this telecast of the Russellville Christmas Parade 2011 to kind of jumpstart your Christmas spirit. There's the Gym Twisters trailer. Look at all the kids on there. And the bales of hay and the lights. They're having a great time. Our next group is called Reach. And they're trying to reach into your heart with Christmas spirit. Look at them all decked out, and the tree and the waving and marching along. Hey, don't be confused. The parents are having just as much fun as the kids are. Here's Lillian Ramirez in that beautiful red convertible. And next to be with us, oh boy, this is Arkansas's Band of Distinction, the Arkansas Tech University Marching Band. And I want to say to Chris Anderson, who is the new band director at Arkansas Tech, this is his first Christmas parade as director of the Arkansas Tech University Marching Band. So welcome, Chris. And Hal Cooper, of course, with the band for 30 years, following Gene Witherspoon, and the great tradition, the excellence of the Arkansas Tech Marching Band. Goodness. He's out there entertaining all the youngsters this evening. You'll see him at the Arkansas Tech basketball games coming up throughout the Christmas season and on into the winter. Our next group is the Gumlog Fellowship Church. Let's take a look as dressed up with the nativity scene that very first Christmas. Next is Kelly Collins in this blue convertible. There's Miss Kelly waving to all the people in the parade. And here is the second place nonprofit float award winner. It's Branded by Christ Cowboy Church. And look at the size of this unit. Oh my goodness. The second place nonprofit float, Branded by Christ Cowboy Church. Would you imagine they might have a cowboy theme for this Christmas season? I'll bet they do. There's the star. Yeah, I see a few cowboy hats. And of course, how could we have the Cowboy Church without lots of cowboys and cowgirls on horseback? There they are. That's the Pope County Riding Club and the Pope County 4-H Wranglers Club, all riding on horseback this evening and having a wonderful time. See, some of the horses are even lit up for this evening's parade. Horses and horses and horses. And I see a small unit with bright lights coming up. What, wondering, can this be as a part of our 2011 Christmas parade? What was it? What to my wondering eyes did appear And this is the Clean and Green. Is that the Grinch? Oh, we don't need a Grinch to spoil our Christmas. You remember the Grinch stole Christmas once. And we don't want that to happen again, I'll guarantee you. I guess the Grinch finally got his heart and he is spreading Christmas cheer here tonight at the 2011 Christmas Parade. And what do we see here but Santa? There's Santa. Old Saint Nick has made it. Just ready to listen to all those wishes from boys and girls. The jolly fat man is here, and you know what? The parade couldn't be complete without him. And of course, the Russellville Fire Department Rescue Unit brings up the rear. Wow, it's great to see Santa Claus, and now that he has made his way, we're happy to wish you a Merry Christmas.